Okay, so I'm here today with Szara. She doesn't want to do too much because it's starting to get hot. Josh! Papa! Sudi, in your house, please! Dogs are barking, so I'm going to ask them to be quiet and go inside. I'm going to ask her to just walk on. I'm going to keep walking. A little quicker of a pace. You can hear the squeaking saddle. It really is that new. It's still squeaky. And it's a beautiful saddle. I love it. It's a rough out. Full rough out. And I'm going to get too close to the edges there. Ask for a little trot here. Little trot. Okay. Come on, trot. I'm trying to put my energy up there, but she's given me a little bit of a no, I don't want to do it, which is understandable because she's not been in this consistent work for a while. She's actually not doing too badly. And I'd like her to be a little bit more responsive. Get up. She wants to stand in front of the camera. I'm going to go the other direction. And the other day I went and had a trial on a horse. I was very interested in him. He was a lovely horse. He was just so big. He was 16.2 hands. And he was huge. He was like he looked like a big old far lap. Come on. After riding him, her trot feels like I'm riding a jittery, like bumpy road. I'm used to small horses, but once you've gotten on a real big one, it's been a while since you've been on a bigger one. And then when you get on a big one and then you come back to it, it can be quite crazy. Get up. Get up. Don't do it. Don't have an attitude. Keep going. So I'm not going to rise the trot, I'm going to sit the trot. So I want her to go through it. She's got the shits with me. That's okay. This is how she goes. She does this on the ground. It doesn't matter what you're doing. She's always cranky pants. Been like it her whole life. And we're going to just get her to do some nice quiet trotting. Very good. That was much better. Tends to want to go into a nice canter there. That was actually lovely. Haven't cantered her for a very long time, and I usually have to force a canter on her to get her to get up, but she just did it for me, and I've slowed down quickly afterwards because I'm just astonished that I've done it. It's been a while since we've done a canter. I used to canter her all over. I used to canter all the way up to the post office on a daily basis years ago. I'm going to go this direction now. But the fact that she's done a canter without trying to buck or do anything silly was lovely. Sometimes when she's been out of work, she'll try a little hiccup when she's transitioning. Tried to go into one then. I said no, I'm not feeling it. I'm a little bit off with my seat. I can feel myself. This saddle's a little bit smaller A bit bigger, I mean, than the other one that I ride in. I like it. It's wonderful, but it's a bit loose. We're going to go around again. Good job. I'm going to turn again. I want her to listen to me. And I want her to turn when I'm asking, and she's doing a great job. She's listening to my leg aid. And whoa. There we go. That was really nice. She done a great job. Now she's nice and relaxed here, but her neck is a little stiff. I'm going to get her started again. We're going to go without any kind of having to do anything other than just move my reins forwards. And, well, use my reins to control it, and use my seat and my voice. Click, trot, trot. I'm trying to not use my feet, but I'm having to use them now. She's not listening, so I'm going to ask her with side reining. There's not much neck on this pony. If you go flying forwards, you will come off. I've never come off her. Not once. I've been lucky. She's listening nicely. I've got a loose rein here. She's not going too fast. Good girl. And we're in a nice canter. And wool. And wool. And trot. There we go. And that was lovely. Now that came out of just me moving forward, rocking my seat forward and asking her. And she was absolutely stunningly well. Did beautiful. Good girl. And that's where I start building trust with her, when she's allowing me to do that. Whoa, whoa, we tripped over. We had a trip. Don't know what happened there. She just tripped over. And she just feels a little bit funny after that trip, so we're going to ask her to walk slowly. Walk on. Slowly. There we go. Hoping she hasn't pushed hurt herself. No, she feels fine. Don't know what we tripped on. Maybe there's a blade of grass or a rock or something that she's tripped on. Good girl. She tripped about here. So, not sure what happened there. We're going to trot again. We're going to keep a nice, steady trot. Ah. Whoa. I'm going to use my seat again to settle down. I'm a little apprehensive right now about going into a canter across there. So I'm going to wall. Good girl. Give her a break for a minute. Let her have a think about what we just did. That was pretty good, but she did have a bit of a trip there. And horses trip a lot, but she's tripped on virtually nothing, so maybe she just wasn't paying attention, and she's just not used to carrying the weight, and she's just had a little bit of a misfortune there. But I'm going to jump off and see if there's any questions or anybody wants to ask anything about her, and give her a break for just a minute. All right, I'm going to take her for a walk. Yep. There we go. She's going to listen. That's beautiful. We're just going to walk around. We're going to go back this way. And I'm using a technique called neck reining. And later on you'll be able to see from the horse's point of view when I upload the video. whoa. We went into a nice canter there. I'm going to turn and go this direction now. Whoa. She went a little too quick for me there. I wasn't ready. Yeah, whoa. I want her to just settle down. She's angry because of the bit. And whoa. And whoa. Whoa. So she kind of didn't want to stop then, so I'm going to back her up. Back up. Back up. And whoa. So that's a pretty good little set of work. I'm going to come off this side, but I'm going to wait till she drops her head. So she's nice and calm. I'm going to keep her head down while I'm jumping down, so she understands it's nice and calm. And that way, what people make the mistake of, when you have a horse that rears its head up while you're getting off, you're putting yourself in a bad position. You're also putting the horse in a bad position because their neck's up high. You can kind of do some damage to them. You always want your horse to have its neck down calm before you hop off. Even if you're scared, unless it's an emergency and you must jump right off, even if you're scared, it is best to let the horse calm down first before you exit and get off, if you can. Now, I'm scared of riding, so I understand what it's like if you're frightened. And I totally get it if people aren't happy to stay on a horse. I always say, if you're not comfortable, then get off. But she's been beautiful today. She's actually done absolutely everything perfectly that I could have asked her to do. And considering she hasn't been ridden for quite some time, she was really good. It hasn't really worked up any kind of a sweat. I'm going to do one more thing before I release her. I'm going to jump on bareback for a moment. I always like to do that just to ground myself. It's about the trust. And when she lets me jump on bareback, that gives me a lot more confidence for the next time when I come and ride her, or I ride the other girl, Ellie. Good girl. So she was about to go and have a roll then, but I forgot that I just said I'm going to jump on bareback. So before she has a roll, I'm going to need to put this back on. I don't know why I took it off. She's going to go. Oops. Now that wasn't very clever of me, because she's going to be cranky about putting this back on. But your horse should really be accepting of this regardless. Any time that you ask, they ought to be accepting. If your horse is being silly about getting bridled, then correct that before you start doing anything else, because if you don't, they're being disrespectful. It's like naughty kids, naughty children that don't want to listen to their parents. If you just ignore the behavior, it'll get worse. If you correct it and maybe give them a consequence, like maybe they don't get their afternoon treat, or maybe they can't play their Nintendo game or something like that, which is what I did as a mum. I'd empty out their bedroom if they were bad, real bad, but didn't have to do it often because they understood. Now, so see if she'll let me jump on bareback. So she's pretty well where she needs to be. Let's see if I can do it in the first go. Let's see. Now remembering, guys, I'm nearly 50 years old, so I'm pretty old. And it keeps her fit as well. She's getting old too. We're both getting old together. So I'm just going to do some stretches first of all, so my back is going to be able to do this without drama. Nice stretch there. Good girl. She knows what I'm going to do, and she's ready. She just wants me to hurry up so she can go. So see how she's got her head up high there? She says, I don't want you to get on me. I don't like you getting on bareback. I don't want to work anymore. You took the saddle off and I think I'm done for the day. Drop. I want her to listen and drop her head nicely so that when I get on, yeah, she's nice and calm now. Now she's starting to go, oh, hurry up and do it. So I'm going to get her to turn slightly this way for the balance factor. So when I get on, she's got one leg forward there. That way if she needs to move, she's already got her head in the direction she needs to go in. And I'm right. I won't be able to lose control. Here we go. And that's how quickly and easily you can jump on her. Quick, isn't it? And she says, yeah, now hurry up and get off. And I'm going to relieve her by getting down when she drops. Once she drops her head. Oh, a little better. Oh, I slid off too early. So that's how we do it. That's the Indian way of getting on, American Indian way, and the Arabian way of getting on. It's just a way of getting on. It's the most commonsensical way to get on a horse. One big swift jump over, you don't put any pressure on them or their spine. You literally flow across quietly and calmly. Now she can go and have her she's going to go and roll. Go on, bub, you can go roll now. She's waiting to make sure that I'm all right with her leaving. You're finished now, Bubby. Good girl. Go on. All done. All done. She says, thanks, Mum. Off you go.